Hi, this is Getting Started with Volare version 2.8, focusing on the user module. To get to the user page, go to Setting and then click on User. This screen allows you to add in or edit or delete user in Volare. Before adding in user, make sure that you have defined the access level under the access config. Pay extra attention to the Today Summary options over here. Notice the three options under the Today Summary. Individual view is pretty straightforward. However, Supervisor view will open up an extra feature in the user page that will allow a user with this option selected to add a group of collectors under him or her. Once this is configured, go back to user page. Now, in this exercise, I'll be adding in one manager and two collectors to work under that manager. So we will begin by keying in the manager. Manager name is, say, Rick. His IC number is 111111-11-1111. Address is 2214/6F. City is Subang Jaya. Legal code, this can be anything at all. State, Selangor. Postcode, 47500. Gender male. Phone number, 78774078 and 78774092. Mobile number, 012-3131-700. And email address, rick@v.com.my. Now the next part is quite important. Login name. This will determine the name that this user will use to log in to Volare. In this case, I'll keep it simple and just leave it as Rick. Access level. As mentioned earlier, Rick is going to be the manager or the supervisor. So I'm going to select access level supervisor. Also because earlier in the access configuration, I set supervisor to have the supervisor view. Now, under designation, I'll just key in manager or supervisor. He's situated in the HQ. Target, I just key in 0. I'll just leave this blank. And the username and next, the username and password. Be sure to follow the default username and password convention. The password must consist of at least 6 characters, one of which must be an alphabet in capital and in lowercase, and at least one number. In this case, I will key in capital A, small b, small c, 1, 2, 3. Repeat, capital A, small b, small c, 1, 2, 3. This active checkbox indicates that this particular person will be allowed to log in immediately after I create this account. I can later come back and uncheck this to deactivate this particular user so that he will not be able to log into the system. Create, done. Now I'm going to quickly create 2 collectors. Name, COLL1. I'm going to skip everything. Username, login name will also be COLL1. Access level will be collector. Password, capital A, BC, 1, 2, 3. Capital A, BC, 1, 2, 3. Create, and then another collector, COLL2. Login name, COLL2. Username, capital ABC 123, capital ABC 123. Create. So now we have 2 collectors and 1 supervisor. So now, when I click on a collector, you would notice that this is all you see. But when you click on Rick, who is a supervisor, you see an extra function appearing at the bottom. Now this feature allows you to place collectors under a supervisor. In this case, I will put call 1 and call 2 under Rick, and then I click update. After doing so, all the files that are assigned to collector 1 and collector 2 will be visible by Rick. Back to the active checkbox. When the active checkbox is checked, the user will appear in this list. However, when a particular user is deactivated, he will disappear from the active list and he will fall into the inactive list. At this point, SUPP will not be able to log into the system. To allow SUPP to log into the system again, simply reactivate, and there you go.